Hi, my name is Jamal Hines. I drive a 22 Freightliner Cascadia, and I'm pulling a 53-foot Renault. Been with the company for almost 5 years. My biggest challenge, I want to say, was COVID. COVID really made me dig deep, made me challenge, it really challenged me personally. I really questioned doing this because of it wasn't me, it was the environment that I was in. I'll give you an example. I took a load all the way up north to, I want to say it was Connecticut, and nothing was open. When I say nothing was open, nothing was open. You couldn't go inside. You couldn't get food really. You had to keep food in your truck. Couldn't use the bathroom. It was challenging. After hours, I'm a very friendly. They're very straightforward. They seem to know everything. Whatever question you throw at them, they have an answer. They're very patient. Safety wise, same thing. They stick to their guns. They don't bend one way or another. They're no nonsense. You know the rules. You break them, you pay. Period. I was a bit bothered initially because of the truck that I was so connected to, but it had a lot of issues. But I'm loyal when it comes to my equipment. So I had to be convinced that that truck that I was driving wasn't gonna get it. So after I'd, been in that truck for a while, I was sold on it. And would I go back to that truck? No. So yeah, you guys were right the whole entire time. There's no such thing as a perfect company. Money wise, you're gonna make money no matter where you go, right? You're gonna make some money. That's why we're in this industry. The key, in my opinion, is the people that you work under. When I say the people, I'm saying the bosses, dispatchers, fleet managers. Those relationships matter. I'm going to be clearly honest with you. Out of the 22 years that I've been trucking, I've never been treated like Four Ways Cargo. Four Ways Cargo has treated me like a family member, like a brother, like a like a very close friend. So those things to me matter most because you can't find that everywhere. And like I said, I've been doing this 22 years. So that's really all I can say about that. Is loyalty. Guys been loyal to me, and I figure you've been loyal to me. I'm gonna be loyal to you. I think I've proven that. You guys have proven a lot to me, and I think I've proven a lot to you too. How you guys treated me. You treated me very good. I mean, I've been through some stuff with this company. Like we all was going through it at the same time. And I didn't get treated like a number. I got treated like a person, like a normal human being. So I just felt like I knew what I was dealing with, be it good or bad. And I left and I seen that the grass was not green over there on the other side. It was terrible. I can't put one finger on it. I just think just coming here, just for the most part, just making that one decision to be here. I mean, there's it's some frustration with every company, but I think it's all just probably just lack of communication, maybe on my part, something I didn't speak about. There's never really, we never really had it out. I never really had a bad day. Um, Financially, we all, like I said, we were all going through it. Lows were terrible, battling with brokers, layovers, all of that. That's part of trucking. So, I mean, personally, um, like I said, I think it's just because of who I deal with from day to day, just the communication aspect of it all. I think one way you can improve is the selection of drivers, the guys, the people that you choose to work for this company. Because this company is like, to me, it's like you got to pick like top quality guys. Like you can't, I know Putting somebody in the driver's seat is okay, but you never know what you're gonna get. Like, in my opinion, you gotta look for the tip top, the guys that you know gonna be here for you. Like, I ain't gonna say like me, but just that longevity counts. Yeah, like that work ethic. They gotta have that work ethic for real. Well, number one, patience. Gotta be patient. You're not gonna get what you want all the time. Sometimes you're gonna have to go where you don't want to go. Just don't turn down freight. Those probably the most important ones. Be patient and don't turn down freight. Those right there will get you some money. And guess what? The dispatcher gonna like you because they know that you're not gonna just be sitting up there looking for everything to work out your way only. Because it's a team effort. It's not just you. I mean, that's just how I looked at it. I mean, and look, here I am. Because I this is another thing that I kind of pride myself on too. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. So if I do a favor for you, I might need you
to do a favor for you.
Exactly. It's an unwritten rule. It's like you don't have to mention it. First of all, if I see you in distress, not even in distress, I'm gonna be right there. I want to be that guy that's dependable. I want you to be able to depend on me, just like I want to be able to depend on you. Simple. Devore, Dragon, Bays, and Ogden. Those guys, you know what? I can't believe this, but I'm ordering all of them. I'm ordering all of them. But they're smooth. They're so smooth. Like I said, they took me right in. I have nothing terrible to say about them. They've always been available to me. I could call them anytime I wanted to, but as the company grows, then they become less available. But when I first come in, within the first 2 years, I was able to call anybody, Bays, Devore, any of them. I had their number, their phone number. I could actually talk to them whenever I had an issue. But they're great people. They really are. Like I said, I look at them as my brothers, just like I do you. Back in, I think it was like 2 years ago, I felt I was getting closer to my lease completion on 2015 Kenworth T680. Okay, so me and that truck had some history together. Truck broke down, seemed like every month? Something like that. Major repairs. So we got close to the end. I think we kind of started getting everything handled with the truck. So the starter went out, got stranded again for the 100th time. And that is when you guys made the decision that we can't let you drive that truck anymore. And it was because it was costing me and you guys money. So I was upside down in the maintenance department. So I was not making money. I was costing the company money. So I was looking at it from another angle. I was looking at the fact that I wouldn't have to pay whatever the payment was weekly because it was going to be over and done with. The only thing I would have to deal with is the maintenance. But it was bigger than that because of what the truck was costing me in maintenance. That's a whole nother payment alone. That's a whole nother payment. So it basically was more than what I was paying. I didn't realize that right off the bat. Like I said, I didn't notice. I do know I kind of felt like I still feel like the money that I was putting into the other truck was much less than the new truck, but the truck was getting worse fuel mileage. So T680 was getting, I think, 5.2 miles per gallon. Am I right? Something like that?
Yes.
5.2. So this truck is getting averaging about 6.8. So the advantage went to the Cascadia. So it took me a while to figure that out. And I just took your word for it, but I trusted you. Because the numbers weren't in my face initially. We had to see and work that thing out. You said, see, look, just watch this. You told me to trust you. That's what you told me, and I did. And here we are. This truck is much more comfortable than I say mine, but the T680. It's much more comfortable. It does have an electric APU, which means that it doesn't make any noise at night. Just hear a little whisper. That's about it. Keeps nice and comfortable at night. It's pretty quiet. It's pretty quiet in there. I do have a microwave in there. Comes with a refrigerator. I didn't like the sound quality of the stereo, so I upgraded it. Yeah, I put a nice Alpine stereo in there. Sounds really good. So I haul lumber, brick, shingles, steel, that's coils and like steel bars. That's pretty much it. If you hire a new flatbed driver, I would tell them to check your load constantly. I will also tell them to be patient with the dispatchers. Don't be greedy, because some of these long loads, it's gonna end up costing you. So I give you an example. So if you get a load paying you $2,400 going to, I don't know, Colorado, there's a good chance you might be sitting there a day to get out of there. So then you end up losing a day. So you have to split that in half. So you end up losing money. So the best thing for them to do would be to just stay in a hot spot, stay in a good, nice, like where there's plenty of freight. That's what I would tell them. Unless you just want to go out there and lose some money. Last 3 years, I want to say I was right at 300. Well, he showed me the numbers, and we had to do some other things for it to make sense, because I kind of ballparked it, and I was like, Phil, this is not gonna work, man. Look at this. So we made this little adjustment. He said, how about this? Well, I threw a number at you, you threw a number back at me, and then we was like, okay, we just roll with that. I think that's about how that went. So Phil he went through the trouble of just digging up the numbers and making comparisons to see where I'm actually losing my behind, sticking with the 2015 T680. I didn't ask him to do that. I didn't ask you to do that. But you had to do that for my own good, because I was really hurting myself by not going that route. But now once I was shown that, then I was okay with it. I was good with it.